Hello everyone, how's it going? BigLT here. Welcome back to another food review. And we are doing spicy queso Ritz sandwich crackers. I know they're called bits, but I don't remember these things being called bits when I was a kid. I think they were just called sandwiches. I could be wrong. It's been years since I've had these things. You live on your own. Have you had them since then? No. I don't think I've ever had these even when I've lived alone for the past let me think here. I am 35. 15 years. Because I remember it was 2010. May 2010 is when I moved in this building. This is the first time I got out of my parents' house. Well, kind of my parents' house. I would say more my mom's. And then also part of it is also my grandma's apartment. Before she moved. And my dad was in another state at the time because my mom had custody of me. I could smell cheese, but I can't smell anything spicy about these things. But yeah, I've been living in this place for 15 years, and I don't think I've ever once bought these. So you guys can see it. I'll do one like this, and then I'll do another one where I'll twist it and show you the inside of the sandwich. It's a fail and a half, but oh well. So here's the thing. Not getting any spicy. I mean, aftertaste, yes. I will get it in an aftertaste, but it's very mild. I cannot read that even with my glasses. What's the spicy part of this? Spices. That's it. It's just spices. So it's probably a mixture of a few different spices. So who knows? It might be like red pepper flakes or cayenne pepper or jalapeno pepper type stuff. What else could be? Can't think of anything else besides those things. But even then, like even with the red pepper flakes, if there were any in there, it probably extract. But if there was like anything red pepper flake of any kind, I would be able to taste it, and I can't. But like I said, the aftertaste, you get a bit of spicy, you get a little heat, but it's not enough to like set your mouth on fire. That's for sure. Before I forget, should I tell you, I got these at Dollar General, and here's the thing. I was in a Facebook Messenger talk with Scotty. I think he mentioned something about he went to Dollar General, and I was like, I haven't been to Dollar General to check for anything recently. So what do? I go to Dollar General to see what they got, and I found this. Now, the aisle I found this is in the seasonal stuff. At least here it was. It's the aisle that they change depending on the time of year. So like, oh, it's Christmas time. We'll have Christmas stuff out. Even though it's probably October and it's probably just after Halloween they'll all have Christmas candy on there. Same thing how it goes for Halloween, but that's usually like August. they'll do that. They'll do like it's August, we'll have Halloween stuff out. It's like okay. After Christmas, then they'll have the Valentine's stuff out, and it's like it's still a little early, but whatever. And then after Valentine's, it's like, hey, we got to use your stuff. It's like you're a little early for that. But usually the summertime stuff, I don't think usually gets on the shelf until like May. I don't know. This is June, so I can't confirm or deny that. But I would imagine May, because that's usually when weather warms up, it's getting hotter. People probably want to start up their charcoal grills, have a barbecue. Maybe roast some marshmallows on a campfire with some graham crackers and chocolate. Actually, speaking of s'mores, I thought of a thing where instead of a Hershey's bar, you put a Reese's peanut butter cup in between the toasted marshmallow and sandwich between the graham crackers. I don't know if anyone's done that. Now that I've thought about it these last couple of months, I kind of want to try it, even though I've never been a big toasted marshmallow type person when it comes to s'mores. I used to use marshmallow fluff with chocolate spread. But I do that during the winter, when you can't sit outside and have a campfire and roast marshmallows. I did that during the winter. Get a jar of jet puffed marshmallow fluff and a jar of Hershey's chocolate spread. The only problem is they don't have the chocolate spread anymore, so I can't do it, which sucks. I guess one more thing I can bring up before I get to the rating. Earlier this afternoon, I'm recording this on a Tuesday. Earlier this afternoon, I had finished Genshin's Inazuma story on my own account. And now I'm working on trying to figure out a team for the Let's Play account, which is Mika's account, but the Let's Play. So that way Parker and I can get ready to start that up. The only thing is, I think we'll start Inazuma. I told her, it's like, it should be anywhere, if she can get me until at least by mid-late fall, maybe winter, somewhere around there. So I would say like October, maybe. At least October. I should have the team ready to go for Inazuma, hopefully. I don't know. Heck, I could have it done within like maybe a month and a half. But the thing is, because it takes me a while to get the artifacts that I need for the characters, especially for the relics and Honkai Star Rail, but that's my own personal account. I'm having trouble with that. But because some of the like materials also rotate daily, makes things harder to get what I need for a character, even though that item is available for like 3 days out of the week. And if we're talking about ascension materials you get from bosses, you're only allowed so much per day. And sometimes those bosses are frustrating to take out sometimes. I don't even know anything about the stasis thing, I think it is. That's in Leeway. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to not take that out. And I want to use Kachina for so long. I need to look up a guide on how to take care of that thing, because that thing's stupid hard. Compared to like the Electro one, or I don't recall ever doing a Pyro one. I know of the Electro, I know of the Geo. I think there's one other one, I can't think of it right now on the top of my head. Maybe Animo, I think it is. I don't know if there's a Hydro one. Not that I can remember. But yeah, some materials you can only get so many per day, because, you know, I say per day because that the thing to fill up the charge on the stuff that you need to do to tackle these things, whether it be the ley lines, bosses, domains, or whatever, to fully charge it takes a whole 24 hours. So, and I usually do it every 24 hours. A couple more, we'll get ready. Thank you for that, Jordan. Friend Jordan says he would like to be a part of the channel too when I'm seeing him and a friend at my friend's place in another town. When I need to do a food reviews and everything, he said, yeah, I'll join you for a few. So someday you'll see him. He's a good guy. He knows how to speak German and Russian, I think. So sometimes, when I first started hanging out with the guy, a lot, before he actually got a job, and I would come over there and like play games, like watch him play games or something. Like, he would play like GTA San Andreas, as an example. Always stuck to the countryside. Hated being in any of the cities. Because his excuse was the LA traffic just drives him nuts. And then friggin', if he gets mad, but it's a good kind of mad, he'll sit there and speak freaking German and just rage at them in German. It's freaking hilarious. I freaking love it. It was cracking me up every time he did it too. I don't get to see it that much anymore these days. Only because I only see him like maybe 3 times a year to hang out with him at my friend's place, but that's about it. But anyway, rating for these beautiful Ritz spicy queso sandwiches, cracker sandwiches. 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's probably a little more generous considering there's not much spicy involved. But you know what? I'm kind of in a generous mood today after the flop that was the Cheetos mac and cheese cheddar barbecue. Seriously, if you haven't seen that, I gave that sucker low score, and I hate giving low scores to foods that I'm excited to try. What do? I give it a low score. And there was a comment on that video. Shout out to that guy if you're watching. There was a comment on that video, and he was agreeing with the same thing that I thought of when I was making the stuff and trying to eat it. Smells bad, tastes bad, wouldn't even try it. And I agree. I was glad I only bought one. I was going to be like, I'm going to buy 3 because I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this, considering I was going to like because I like the Cheetos. I ate those up. I was thinking, oh, the mac and cheese will be about the same. And then I get they only got the one, and then I get it home and I make it, and I'm like, this doesn't smell good. Doesn't taste good. Kind of glad I only got the one. But yeah, yeah, that does it. So I'll do it for this food review. So in that mind, thank you so much for watching this food review. Of course, I've been BigLT. Actually, I gotta tell you guys something. For about a month, maybe a month and a half, can't remember. I've had some new Rice Krispie treats in my pantry that I've been meaning to do a food review on. But every time I think about it, I don't do it. The only reason why I did this is because I wanted to do it when I got home from Dollar General. So, I don't know. I think it's also because I did those Rice Krispie treat ice cream bars and they were kind of hard on my teeth. Probably because they were frozen because they were made of ice cream. But I think it kind of drew me away to say I need to make sure I'm not eating Rice Krispies for a little bit. So, I will get to them this summer. Maybe in July. I think give me until July and I should do them by then. It is the caramel sea salt pretzel and chocolate sea salt pretzel flavored Rice Krispie treats. They are new. They've been around for about at least a month. I just haven't gotten around to doing it right now myself. And if I get a chance, maybe I'll do it with Scotty. So that way he can be a part of the channel again and you guys get to see his ugly little face. Sorry, Scotty, but it's true. But anyway, thanks so much for watching this food review. Of course, I've been BigLT, and I'll see you guys next time for another food review. You have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.